Well, hello, 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 hello. I just wanted to pop in really quickly and talk to you guys for a little bit, and then I will be out. I am Alviana Brewster, the owner of our wonderful community, Black Nurse Entrepreneurs, right? I just wanted to pop in and I wanted to talk to you for a minute, and then I am going to be on my way. A couple of things. First off, so I just got off this really, really good interview. One of the ladies that I've been working with, her name is Rachel Spivak, and she is the owner of Rock Your Tribe. And I've been working with her, and she wanted to interview me, and she wanted me to talk about how great and fantastic you are here in the Black Nurse Entrepreneur community. And so, awesome, awesome interview. And I may try to post a link. I know she went live on LinkedIn, so I may see if I can post a link. But, anyways, um, I really enjoyed it for obvious reasons. I get to talk about my favorite topic, how we inspire and motivate people to be entrepreneurs here in this community, and how so many people have launched fantastic businesses, right? But I got to talk about you guys and how I have enjoyed really being the leader and how you inspire me every day and keep me uplifted and motivated and supported. One thing that we discussed was her community is only about a tenth of the B&E community. And so it was brought to me one day, why would I even be interested in working with her? And it was really plain and simple to me. To me, the number of people doesn't matter. What really matters is to make sure that I'm serving you appropriately, to make sure that you feel like the community is well engaged, and to make sure that we bring you value. And that's what I believe all the time. And so there was something that I saw in Rachel that I felt was missing here, and I wanted to build. I'm in the season of really building and really growing our community, not from a number standpoint, but from a value standpoint. What are things that I can do to prevent to bring you more resources and to just provide you and serve you appropriately? And so that's one of the reasons why I partnered with her. And a lot of the things that she has told me to institute, I've been doing. So I hope that you've noticed some of the changes that have been happening. And I hope at the end of the day that you notice that the B&E brand is growing as a brand and is becoming better and better by the minute. And so again, as always, I always like to thank you guys because you are the ones that make B&E exactly what it is. So I always like to shout y'all out. So I got the opportunity to shout us out. So one thing I want to remind you, a couple of things that really stood out. I always tell y'all to follow your purpose, making sure. So we can look at this as a Facebook group, or we can look at it as a community that we serve. And I know a lot of you have groups and have pages on Facebook or other social media platforms, but I take being the leader of this community, I take it to heart. I feel like God has placed me in a strategic position. And this is why I try to serve and try to connect with you often, because I feel like that's what I'm called to do. And so I want to remind you guys that whatever groups or communities that you're leading, I want to remind you to make sure that you're serving it and serving it appropriately, and then consistently continuing to build. One of the things, I think it was a question that somebody asked in the community down in the comments. They asked, or they said something like, investing in your mindset should be one of the first things that you do. And of course, I agree. But one of the other things that I suggest you do is to always seek out a really good coach, mentor, somebody that can help you, because you can only get so far with free. And I am a living testimony. I am a witness to that. I have tried to do a lot of things on my own simply because I didn't think I had the money or didn't want to pay the money. And I have learned, in the long run, I should have just paid the money up front. And because it's going to cost you a lot more money and time to do it now. And so that goes for any business that you're running, but also your communities that you're running, making sure that you invest. And that's why I felt the need to invest in the services that she's providing, because I knew that she had something that I was seeking. And I'm not seeking necessarily to grow the group from a number standpoint. I'm seeking to grow the group from a value standpoint. And those are two totally different things. So growing this group to 20,000 people really happened very organically. A lot of people asked me, how was I able to do it? And Listen, I did door-to-door sales without the sale part. I went into a lot of you, especially in the beginning, a lot of your inboxes because I saw you were in other groups, and maybe in the other group you're asking a question about how do you launch a business, or do does anybody know anybody that can help me with my policy and procedure, whatever. And so a lot of you, I went into your inbox and said, hey, I have a group. I think we can solve your problem. Come and join us. And so that's literally how I really got started with B&E. She asked me, did I ever do Facebook ads? And I don't recall a time that I've ever done Facebook ads for B&E. I just grew it, and part of it's word of mouth. Part of it's because I know a lot of nurses and I want them to be a part of here as well. But I don't think I've ever, maybe like one time for something we were selling or something, t-shirts or something, but not really. I mean, especially for sure not within the past few years. I have never really used Facebook ads like that. Every now and then I will, but very rare. So the growth of B&E has been very organically. It really has. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to make sure that I'm serving you with value and making sure that my purpose is fulfilled. And one of the things about being a part or the leader of this organization is I strongly feel like I'm in my purpose, like I'm in my lane. This is what I was meant to do. When I was a nurse on the floor, I had my moments where I really felt like I made a difference and I impacted someone's life. Of course, we have to give proper respect for the job that we do because we do help to save people's lives. So I'm not saying that part of it, I'm not giving any disrespect to that. And I'm not saying that that's any less important. What I'm saying is, when we talk about our purpose and our why, what are those things that we can do day in and day out, regardless of if we're getting paid for it, whether there's notoriety attached to it, regardless of other things. This is it. Like I can truly honestly say that I'm in my lane right here doing what I do with you guys every day. And so I encourage you, you can build a Facebook group, you can build a community, you can build a business all day and all night. But if you're not serving your purpose, then it's almost pointless. Like you'll just build a community and then that's that. And so you can have a community of 100,000 people and there's nothing there. There's no service that's there. There's no purpose that's there. It's just 100,000 people. And that's good and fantastic. But at the end of the day, I take pride in building a place where I felt like it was a safe place, a strong foundation, and a place where you could be just you. You could look any kind of way. You can be short, you can be tall, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much money you have. None of that matters. None of those things matter to me. My only requirement is that you come in here and be great. Act mature, of course, and be a good adult, but be great. Be great. Go whatever your goal is as far as launching your business, whatever your goal is as far as growing the business, making it better, investing in other things. I just want you to be great. That's it. I just want you to feel like you have here a sisterhood and a brotherhood, a like-minded individuals, that that when you step foot into this community, that it's different, that you may be a part of several Facebook groups, you may be a part of other people's clubhouses and stuff like that. But I hope that whenever you step into the B&E, the Black Nurse Entrepreneurial Presence, I hope that you see that, oh yeah, this is a difference. This is a difference because I've strongly pushed for that. I'm trying to make us the best. We are the best already, but I want us to be like better than the best. How much better is that? Like you can't get any better than the best, right? But I just want us to be at the forefront. Like we're changing healthcare, we're changing the business world, and we're changing lives. And that's the most important part of it to me. We're number one. That's right, April. We're number one. We're the premier networking organization, and we are the number one organization. It's a safe place. It's our home. There's no need for us to fight and disrespect and beat up everybody, each other. We get enough of that outside in the other world, but we come into our safe place and then we know that we can be uplifted and we can celebrate each other's wins. Like even Tamara yesterday, she posted somebody who got a contract with the school, and she's going to be doing 600 COVID tests per week. I need y'all, I want y'all to grasp this, and I want you to grasp it from several standpoints. I say that my why is intertwined with your why for a reason. So Tamara's why was she wanted to get as many nurses as possible. She wanted them to launch a CLIA lab, right? My why is I want to provide the best resources for Black nurses, building, launching, growing, whatever. I want us to have that financial freedom. I don't want us to be slaves to the corporate mentality, right? So our whys combined. And then you have a lady who initially felt some type of way about her CLIA lab, and she sat on it for some time because she was fearful. She was afraid. And she's had her number ever since December, but she didn't really act upon it until recently. And literally, God has opened the floodgates for her. Do y'all understand? 600 tests per week in a month's time frame. Like, she could literally hit 6 figures per month. That's huge. That's huge. This is why I always tell y'all about being obedient about what God has called you to do. Like, if I hadn't have thought about creating this environment, if Tamara had not have thought about creating the CLIA Wave environment, if the lady had not thought about launching her CLIA lab and going through it, and even though she may have done it a lot later, she did it. She did it. And God has opened the floodgates for her. He has literally sat down in her lap a whole school district that needs to be tested weekly. That is so huge. That is so huge. We are changing lives. We're changing the trajectory of where healthcare is going. I need you. I need everybody on board with that. I need y'all to be great out there in these streets. Okay? Now, another thing. I got a couple announcements before I go. Announcement number 1. You got to be in the clubhouse with us tonight at 6:30 Central Standard Time, because I have a Labor Day sale for you guys. And so, but you got to be in the clubhouse to get the Labor Day sale. Like, I need you to be over there with us. So make sure 6:30 Central Standard Time, you're in the club, the Black Nurse Entrepreneur Club, so that you can get in on the Labor Day sale. Also, I have an event coming up. I ain't gonna tell y'all about it just yet. There's some details to come, but I need y'all to know that we're branching out, and there will be some events coming up. So I need you to, if you're not signed up for our email list, you need to do that. If you haven't downloaded our app, you need to do that. If you have the old app, make sure that you download the new app, because we have a new one. And make sure you turn on your notifications for B&E, Clubhouse, and Facebook group, because that's where I drop all of my announcements. Okay. Now, I just want to say that I love you. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I got to see who said that I didn't tell you. I'm telling you now. I'm dropping, listen, today, right now, what time is it? It's 2:35 Central Standard Time. I'm telling y'all right now that meet us in the clubhouse tonight, and then be on the lookout, because I have some important information as far as events are concerned. So I'm telling you right now, but I love y'all. I just wanted to stop by and say those little tidbits. Don't let your Facebook group numbers, 20,000 people is wonderful. And I respect all of that. I respect every last one of you that's here. But what's more importantly is that we grow as a community, and that we continue to build and continue to have value. 20,000 people is one thing when there's no value and there's no engagement. It's another thing when we've all launched 6-figure or multi-million-dollar businesses. Then that's a whole nother ball game. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have millionaires and billionaires across the spectrum in this business. In this community. So more importantly than just the 20,000 is, how is it that we can get each and every last one of you with multiple streams of income coming through your household? That is what we need. How is it that we can get you to a point where you're changing healthcare, where we don't no longer have to just work as a nurse at the bedside, but we have options? That's where the impact is. How can we decrease some of the disparities that plague our Black and brown communities? That's where the impact is. So I love you guys too. I see y'all in the comments. Love you, love you, love you. I really appreciate it. I want us to understand that building strong communities takes time, and you have to be very intentional and strategic on how you do it. But I challenge you, especially those of you that do have communities on social media, I challenge you to build them correctly and build them with integrity. Please, I am begging you to do your businesses and build with integrity. It will pay off in the long run. There's no need for us to shortcut. There's no need for us to undercut each other. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm just asking. Actually, I'm begging you. Don't do it, because we're better people than that. So anyways, that's all I have for today. Look, I'm representing the trend. We are the trend t-shirt. It's in our store, so y'all go and grab it. If you have not already grabbed it, I haven't talked about our merchandise in a while. We got cups, t-shirts, and blankets and all sorts of things. So if you haven't grabbed it, please go grab your merchandise, because nothing, you know what? I love it when I randomly see one of your pictures and you're in like the We Are the Trend shirt, or you got a cup, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know they had it. So I really love to see that. But anyways, that's my 2-second little plug for our store. Go to our website. Check out the website. I'm having some things changed and updated on the website. So go check it out. And you know what? I have another announcement, but I think I'm going to make y'all wait. So be on the lookout next week. I think I'll make some announcements next week too. You know, I can't drop everything on y'all in one day. I got to wait to give y'all the fire. But be on the lookout. I think I'm going to wait. So anyways, I love you. I'm going to end this broadcast again. Make sure that you come and see me tonight, 6:30 Central Standard Time in the club. Okay? Bye. Y'all inbox me. Tell me what y'all are doing today. Bye.